Hey guys, today a rough video. I know it was a little bit quiet lately about Wrath of the Lich King. Why? Because I guess everybody knows we are all waiting for the next phase. Kind of everybody was raid logging or maybe playing another character, leveling another character. But yeah, we are back here. The first PDR weekend on ToC is done. And today I want to talk about, BiS Gear. BiS Gear for Rogue. For both specs, you know, lately I play by myself combat, but especially now in this phase the gear is the same besides the weapons and I think one ring. I will show it to you in a second. And we'll talk a little bit about what is super important, what is not important. I guess everybody knows about item level increase that we had or that we have on Ulduar gear. So on most of the equip it will only be, or let me say on the 252 item levels, it will be only 6 item levels, so that is a very small increase and maybe not that important. But for sure on other gears, on other slots, it's pretty good. The item level increase. For example, I have a very bad cloak and we have here a very nice new cloak. So yeah, let's get quick over it. First, Assassination. As you can see it here, we play with 4 set piece, which is pretty important. A little bit more important for Combat Rogue than for Assassination Rogue. Why? Because the 2 set piece is also pretty good, or awesome good for a Combat Rogue. But the 4 set pieces for both just very good. And yeah, that's why we are both wanted. You know, there's always kind of the same item for an Alliance player. In ToC it's starting that the items have a different name for Alliance and for starting in ToC the items have a different name for Alliance player and for Horde player. That's why we have here the difference on those items. In the I have a sheet, Google Doc sheet that is in the description. There I will also post the Alliance items, but now here I will just go over the Horde stuff. I think also more players play Horde at the moment, but okay. We have here a neck, very strong neck, Charge of the Eridar for Horde side. Like I said, we have this awesome cloak, item level 272, so that's a very big increase. I have here still this very bad cloak, it's my worst slot, so that will be a very awesome item level increase for me, or overall a power increase. Also a lot of armor penetration, pretty good. But then also, for example, if you look for the comparison from the Gladiator, Embrace of the Gladiator to the next T-set piece, it is not that much, because you know we talk here only about 6 item level, but on the other pieces that you maybe wear from the T-set still are 258 to 232, so that's also here a big increase. Armbands of the Dark Determination. Let me just see super quick. Is this? No, this is really only the ring and the weapons. Yeah, okay. Then we have 2 times the dagger, as you see again, like in Ulduar, same dagger. You want them twice. The difference: 2 Blade Twister, 216 DPS, 1.4 speed, so it's not that much. It's 10 DPS. It has a gem slot, maybe one that is a little bit more easy to reach the bonus for agility, but okay. It has armor penetration rating instead of what it has here. Crit and haste. Attack power 10 more. So long story short, it's not that is not a crazy upgrade, but at the end is a weapon upgrade. So weapon upgrades is always something that you definitely want as early as possible. But again, it is not that much of an upgrade. It is like the upgrade from Combatant's Bootblade to the Blade Twister. Or let me just see that I'm not saying here something wrong. Yeah, 7 item level here. Okay, 6 there. So yeah, it's kind of the same item level. It's an upgrade, a weapon upgrade, so take it if you can take it. If not, you should not start to cry. We have this waist here. Also awesome is like 3 slots for gems. You know, also 2 slots and the other one that you can attach. Then this one is the only one that you're not taking from the set piece. So set piece is gauntlets, breastplate, helmet, and pauldrons. Legs, you choose different ones because they have awesome stats and also 3 gem slots. Rings, as Assassination Rogue, you keep the ring from the 250 from Ulduar, and you get only this one, 258. Trinkets, Comet's Trail, if you got it, I can say for our raid, did it drop once? I think it never dropped. We are in week 17, if I'm not wrong, and it never dropped, not a single time. So I don't know how lucky was your raid. Maybe you got it 5, 6, 7 times, and a lot of people have it. Okay, then you can go here for this combination. That would be BiS. Otherwise, for sure, also Dark Matter is still good. Moliere Runestone, especially good for Combat Rogue. We go over this in a second. And also I will put in the sheet. The sheet is now very blank for P3. This is the sheet for P2 and stuff like this. Also here the runes at the glyphs for the bosses, but for P3 pretty empty. I will add those information there. And I will also add options. The options, I guess you know them. The options is the best piece from Ulduar. And yeah, then we have the gun. The gun that is also pretty good. But at the end, you know, it's only a stat stick. So not a lot of difference here for your damage. Overall, what is the difference? The difference is set pieces are very good. Very good item levels. So that makes it awesome. The set boni are awesome. The cloak is very strong. And yeah, 2 new weapons. That is the biggest difference on the gear, I would say. Let us hop over quick to Combat Rogue right now. Combat Rogue, as you can see, is exactly the same. The only thing that changed are the weapons and the 1 ring. For sure, the ring is also awesomely good for Combat Rogue. So if you have that ring, there's no need to change it if you don't need to change it. But that ring is just a little bit better. A little bit, but that's it. Really is so small, the upgrade, that I cannot even exactly tell you how big it is. And we have 2 times the X, or what means 2 times the X here for Combat Rogue. Definitely not 2 times the same. 1 time the super slow one for the main hand, 2.6 speed, and the fast one, the 1.5 speed for the offhand. Here you can already start to argue, is that really better here than Blade Twister? And the answer is yes. There's one reason why it's better than Blade Twister, because you have to go for different talents, because you don't use any more daggers and fist weapons. You use now axes, so you need go for hack and slash because of 5% chance to get an extra attack on the same target when you hit with a sword or axe. So you need to go for that one, but also that makes it very tricky that you cannot really play with one of them. So you need both. That makes it definitely a little bit tricky to go here around that. Yeah, maybe there would be an option to pass a little bit here on the hit on the hit talent if you have enough hit, and put them there or whatever. But overall, not easy to handle. I think that would be a scenario where you sacrifice this for going there if you have only one of those weapons for long time, but definitely I can say overall it's very important that if you have combat rogues, I'm not sure which other classes would use those axes, but if other classes would use those axes, it's pretty important that that they speak about, because a rogue only really makes sense if you have them both overall. That is the difference from combat rogue to assassination rogue, so not a big thing. Pretty nice playing now with axes or swords, so the spec. I guess it's a little bit more, I think it's a little bit more fun and interactive to get an extra hit instead of just having 5% more crit, but that's just the flavor. Some people could now argue, hey, what's up? Should we not go for Orc? I don't know, I think not. I would definitely stay for Troll as we get more data, but right now I don't see a big reason to change it, or I don't see a reason to change it. Overall, also here, the important part is definitely, as a combat rogue, you have to get the set piece as fast as possible. Both set boni are just awesome for you, and then definitely both new weapons. Again, here also, as you can see, 258 item level, so the item level will be not a big difference, but overall, you know, better weapons are more damage, especially as a melee. I wanted to keep it short. That's it for this, guys. I guess in like between 2 and 4 weeks, more 4 than 2, I think. Yeah, around 4 weeks we have ToC. Then all this is very important for you. That's it. Link is in the subscription to the Google Sheet. Enjoy. Bye bye.